bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
On second down, Williams. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, Dustin Colquitt to punt for KC. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Taking it about the 16. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
It's our time. It's our time. Hey, 57, 57. 53 is the mark. Watch the screen.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
A gain of 22 from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Check three, check three, check three. Alert three, alert three. Alert out, check four, check four.
Easy. Yellow.
Blue dot crooked, blue dot crooked.
Now here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Flushed out right. It's Kelsey on the ground. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 56 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the ground, this is Williams. He takes this down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Yellow.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Easy.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Yellow.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
3 down.
15.
Now Mahomes. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. And an alley to run. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. A solid chunk of 11 yards there on the keeper. But 4th down now. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Mahomes eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Yellow. Let's go, baby.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Terrell Suggs picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. It's Williams on the catch. Room to run inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the 1st by a few yards. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down?
53, Mike. Tackles. Check.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
43.
Mahomes going to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 23. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter. They start the second half here with Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. They run it again with Williams. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Kansas City.
Mahomes now on first down. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Yellow.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Check. Slam. Motion. I got
one.
They'll run on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the kick by Butker is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, some good news, partner. We will not have a scoreless tie as we finally get our first points of the contest here in quarter 3.
Yeah, just a field goal, but with the way those defenses ruled in the first half, that could be a big 3-point play right there, couldn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Agba, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Check out route. Hot. Yellow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Jackson on 1st down. Roberts got it. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Jackson to throw again. Forced out to his left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On the set. Watch switch. Let's go.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Frank Clark able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays had gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he whips that one incomplete there. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelce. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st down, Mahomes flushed out right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And again, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City.
Come on now, let's go. Yellow, the leg! I got you, boy. Showing it. H3, 218, chopper. Turn over, kill. Hey, Sunday.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
You ain't got nothing. Hey, go. Mike 5-4. Yellow. 5-4. It's coming this way. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. A first carry now from Marshawn Lynch. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Lynch running right. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Mike 5-9. Got it.
So that'll back him up 5. Wilson in the offense, not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Switch up. Pilot 64. Weak. Yellow. 15.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Yellow. 15.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
We're scoreless after 1.
Let's go.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
He's coming.
They give it to Williams, running right. All fighting off the defender. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Check 99. Hey, 57 color. Lucky. Hey, let's go.
Williams will try again. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6, Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Reggie Ragland. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
3rd down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 52 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that one.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Go, baby.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Yellow. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike's 50. Yellow. 50. Attack.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flushed out right. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Let's go, baby. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Alert. Let's go. Back. It's free.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. First possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Let's go. Hey, Ribley, 15. Hey, 43, 15.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Looking for, he's got a man, complete. The 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelce for a big one. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
15. Alpha. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
He's mine. Go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's third down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Take it. Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
43. SOS. 15. SOS. Check safety. Recon, 132 fight.
On play action, it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Where you at? Who's that? Hey, 57 colors. 54, Mons. Check. Watch 54.
Mahomes now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, 57. Mike 5-4.
Now Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Play it, play it, play it, play it.
Yellow. 15, 15.
Delta. 1 7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown.
Good job.
Tyreek Hill, 45 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 28-0. We're back now in KC. For the fourth quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Butker now to kick this one away.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wilson going to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Dancing to his left. He can run. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And how about this? A fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard.